Hi, I'm Catalin. I'm the game designer at Breadcrumbs Interactive, and we're working on the game Yaga.
So you guys are in Romania. Let's start by talking about what the game development community is like there.
Yeah, we have a small but growing game development community. We have lots of teams cropping up, and each of us is trying to grow a bigger game and get bigger and have a bit of a chance at the big shots.
You guys just won the Discovery Award here at Nordic Game 18. Let's start by talking a little bit about Yaga and what this game is about.
Yeah, Yaga is an action RPG with a choice-driven story where how you roleplay your character drives how your character evolves and how you level up. It's inspired by Slavic mythology, and we're trying to make a game that has a roguelike experience, but for people who like stories.
So let's also talk a little about some of the inspirations from a video game standpoint.
Yeah, our main inspirations were Bastion for the combat, 80 Days for how they managed to take the user choices and integrate them into a longer journey, and Binding of Isaac for how each playthrough is unique and different and brings up new gameplay opportunities.
Can you talk a little about the story and how you guys have incorporated the culture of Romania into this game?
First, it's not only the culture of Romania, it's the culture of lots of Slavic countries around Romania. Romania is not a Slavic country, but we got both from our culture and from all Slavic countries, all of it together. The story follows Ivan, who is basically the archetype hero in Slavic fairy tales. And in our case, he's a blacksmith who has lost his hand and is trying to find some good luck in the world. He is always followed by Baba Yaga, who is the most well-known witch in the Slavic folklore, and she's trying to manipulate him in getting rid of the king. The king, in his way, he's trying to get rid of Ivan because he wants to kill it and take his wife. So there's a triangle there of conflicts and interests, and through all that, Ivan gets to travel in different regions and meet all sorts of creatures and characters taken straight from the folklore.
Can you talk a little about the role humor plays in this game?
Yeah, humor is a big staple of the folk tales we've been reading, and there are some games who have took elements from the Slavic folklore, but they showed it in a grim way, like Witcher, for example. But we always loved the actual humor in there because it's filled with a bit of self-deprecating humor, a bit of laughing even when you're down, and we loved all that attitude and wanted to bring it in the game and highlight it for as many people to see how enchanting and how nice feeling it is.
Can you talk about the audience, who you feel this game is best suited towards?
Yeah, this is suited to people who like roguelikes but also want a bit more of story, and also to people like myself who like stories in their games and would love to play a roguelike but usually are not satisfied with the level of story in a roguelike. So we're trying to mix those two together and satisfy both sides.
And how do you hope this game, as it goes global, impacts Slavic fairy tales and Slavic culture?
I hope it gets them more well-known. Some games like Witcher did the first step in that direction, but still sometimes the Slavic folklore can seem a little foreign to Western audience. But at the same time, we feel that it has a lot of charm, and once people get to more interaction with it, they'll get to love it and look for more stuff in that area.
And I think one thing most people think about when they think about Romania specifically is Count Dracula. Just give us a sense of other things that you guys have incorporated into this game from a cultural standpoint.
Yes, so some other things are, for example, strigoi, who are sort of undead people, but they're a little more, let's say, close to the peasant than close to a count in a dark castle. And they come out at night and talk to their relatives. Some of them are not evil, they just want to get back that human connection they lost when they died. That's one thing. Then there are the Rusalka, which are females who have died and now come back from the dead and from water to catch people in and try to either seduce them or eat them straight. Most of the creatures you find in Slavic folklore are actually creatures who attack the people, because that's the way that peasants from the 14th century were able to explain anything bad that happened to them.
What platforms and when will this be available?
We are targeting PC and consoles, with our first priority being Steam and Switch. and we hope to get the game out by March 2019.